Okay, so my video cut off early, so I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So, we don't know what the person, whether it be Shakespeare or the poet Shakespeare is representing, we don't know what they're going through. We don't know whether they're actually representing, um, the negative society as a whole, or we don't know if they're just representing their own individual outlook on life that's dependent on the individual events that they've experienced. We don't know if this sonnet is actually representative of society, if it's representative of the individual, or if it's just a mix of both. Um, so that kind of mix of, okay, so what's this sonnet really about? That really brings a lot more intrigue, a lot more depth into this sonnet, more than it already has showed through the emotional depth that this sonnet really represents. Um, yeah, so like I said, Shakespeare does an excellent job at contrasting between the good, yeah, the good being tarnished. What he sees as societal good just being completely tarnished. So gilded honor shamefully misplaced, maiden virtue rudely strumpeted, right perfection wrongfully disgraced. He covers a bunch of different aspects about society and how he sees that they are being just completely trashed in his day-to-day life, and that he's just given up hope completely on seeing the society really develop for the better simply because of whether what he's experienced or what he sees in the society as a whole. And one of the other aspects I wanted to cover is to dive more specifically into what this poet could be actually going through. So, this sonnet really brings up the question: how can societal events really push someone to get to this much of an emotional extreme? How can societal events really push someone this far off the deep end? Right? You can really relate this to today, whether it be what we see as political chaos, obviously the whole coronavirus thing going on. Um, it's just, it's really, really interesting how the environment can have such a tremendous impact on the psyche of a person. Shakespeare does an amazing job at representing, at not representing, at really providing another perspective. Not really just saying that it's the individual that contributes to their overall feelings, but society as a whole that can also contribute to how a person goes about their day-to-day lives, how society contributes to someone's well-being and their outlook on their own lives. That interplay between the entire construct of society and the feelings, emotions, and outlooks of a single human being. And so that interplay between society and human is represented quite beautifully here. Um, so the first two lines represent the individual, right? Tired with all these for restful death I cry, as to behold desert a beggar born. So this poet is saying, I'm tired of everything that's going on. I'm tired of it, and it goes from individual, right? First two lines, individual to society, from individual pain to societal darkness to just societal chaos, right? Rights being disgraced, right? The societal good just being trashed, like I said already. And then after line 12, it really goes back to the individual. So, first two lines, individual, lines 3 through line 12, more of a societal outlook on the negatives of society. And then the end really just caps it all off, saying, I'm tired of all of this, but the only reason I'm staying alive is because of the person I love. And so there are a lot of different ways, like, of course this sonnet is short, but there's a bunch of different perspectives that we can actually look at this sonnet through. And so that really gives it a lot more depth and a lot more impact into the feelings that this sonnet really conveys.